Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. So today is first November and you are watching daily topic discussion video. So today we are going to discuss Unit 4 sociological thinkers of or sociology.
Weber
है
and
ना? We are going to discuss Karl Marx, Emile Durkheim. Two topics. And
Karl
you
Marx and
on
Immanuel
which
Kant.
topic do you
I
want
think
to
yesterday we should cover Weber and Parson.
Yeah, but I have not covered yet actually, so I can't do discussion on that.
Oh,
You want to make discuss for that?
sorry.
You can give discussion if you are ready.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so you are going to discuss Max Weber and Talcott person. Okay, I'm
And
going
you?
to Karl Marx and Emile Durkheim. Okay. Are you ready? Deal done. So from now onwards we have to make discussion like because today is not just 5 minutes. We will try 5 minutes per topic, but we will have to speak all the topics because it's more than productive hours. We have to utilize it. Okay. So I have to finish both these topics and you have to finish both these topics. So should we use pen and paper also or no? No pen and paper.
No.
Only discussion. Okay. So let's start with the Karl Marx. Okay. Start. So Karl Marx basically gave four major concepts in his four major concepts are in sociology. First is historical materialism, second is mode of production, third is alienation, and fourth is the class struggle. So first I would like to start with the historical materialism, and the frameworks will be like this way: HMSC, AR, KSD. These are the scholars' name, and rest of the framework will be based on the production. Two type of production: force of production, relation of production. Force of production then further go into man and thing. So man, the further categorized will be have and have not, and things will be tools, technique, equipment, and skills. Similarly, relations of production between man and man and thing. The relation of production between man and man will be on the basis of haves and have not, and these have or have not on the basis of ownership, non-ownership, and production relation between man and thing on the basis of ownership and non-ownership. So this is the production cycle. Now two other main important concept is economic infrastructure and social superstructure. Economic infrastructure basically formed by the force of production and the relations of production. The dynamic changes they are dynamic changes, they are not static, and the constant interplay between them create a formation of new social formation, social state, which is called mode of production. And this economic infrastructure shapes social superstructure. Social superstructure is based on family, law, religion, society, all these things, and this social superstructure helps in functioning of the economic infrastructure. So these are the frameworks which you are going to use in this topic. Then definition: historical materialism definition is that marks a society in terms of evolution of mode of production from one mode to another, and he called one stage to another. He called it this concept as historical because the evolution of society from one stage to another from the past, and the it is called materialism for two reasons. First thing, that concept of society, this is based on the economic factor, not metaphysical factors. The reality of society based on economic factors. Second is the change in mode of production due to the change in economic condition, the economic infrastructure, which lead to the class struggle and ultimately new mode of production came. So this all was the concept of historical materialism. Do you want to ask anything else?
He took concept from which scholar? Marx.
MHLAR, KSD. These are the scholar I didn't explain. So Marx is first of all gave this definition. Then he took he was very inspired from, or he inspired for his dialectic materialism from the dialectic idealism of the Hegel Lawson. But he is not interested in idealism because according to him materialistic conditions are more responsible. So he took Ludwig Feuerbach's materialism, है ना? Dialectic materialism. He took materialism from the Ludwig Feuerbach's theory, and he also inspired from the political economists like Adam Smith and David Ricardo, who called that labor is the source of all wealth, and they further said that in the capitalist state the exploitation will be at peak, and labor will be feel alienated. So these negative conditions will take place.
Okay. Next.
Or KSD, its criticism or Karl Popper similar Durkheim. Karl Popper called Marx as economic reductionism in nature because he ignored all other aspects, especially social structure of the society. And Simmel talk about that ki even conflict has its own function. He overemphasized on conflict and ignored the social order. And Dahrendorf Randolph says that key the differential authority structure in the society is the root cause of conflict. It's not necessarily due to the economic difference or economic infrastructure. Next topic is now another 5 minutes.
No, just remain it continue. After 5 minutes, you will restart it.
No, actually we should put some time limit. Otherwise we will explain. It will the less is the time, more quality we will speak.
Yeah.
अगर ये 10 मिनट होता तो इस टॉपिक में और कुछ बोलने लगता
Yes,
है
yes,
ना,
yes.
भूल गया ऐसा करता.
Yes.
So this topic I should take less time. How much minutes? 3 minutes, huh?
Okay, 3 minutes.
So next topic is mode of production. So scholar framework and definition. The mode of production scholars first of all MKSD the same marks Karl Popper similar than that of scholars will be PAFC SA. Primitive communism, incent slave mode of production, feudalistic mode of production, capitalist mode of production, then two are futuristic, that is social mode of production and advanced communism, है ना, और PFCSA है ना, और नहीं कर लेगा, you can do that, shaking of whatever you want. PFCSA. And now definition. Mode of production first of all. It is the term which Marx gave to the special formation or a special formation of a. It is the term Marx gave to the special type of social formation or social state, which is a combination of force of production and relation of production. So Marx called this together as a mode of production. Basically, he saw society evolution in terms of mode of production from one stage to another, and he gave that he said there are total 6 mode of production. 4 are on the past basis, 2 are futuristic. Past are primitive communism, ancient slave mode of ancient slave mode production, feudalistic, capitalistic. Future are socialistic, advanced communism. Now in primitive communism he talk about the society will be on the basis of the equality. There is a communal basis of mode of production, and the food is abundant, population is low, competition is less, so so everyone is eating and surviving easily, but slowly some develop some skills, and the some become master of the skills and other become dependent on them. This lead to the change in mode of production or conflict, and a new mode of production arising with some are master, some are slave. So it led to second mode of production, ancient slave mode production. Those who are the master of the skills and tools and technique, they become the master, and the rest are become the slave of them who depend on them. So but later what happened, this change of mode of production changes due to the new emerging sector of the feudal lords.
New emergence of new tools and techniques. Tools like है ना,
टूल्स टेक्निक तो मास्टर बन गए थे, दे आर द मास्टर्स, है ना. न्यू इमर्जेंस ऑफ मोड ऑफ प्रोडक्शन ड्यू टू change in economic infrastructure. Feudal lords arrive. Those who are the central thing is the land. Those who are the owner of the land, they become the feudal lord basically. So again evolution of mode of conflict took place and mode of production arise, and a social struggle took place. Basically the master over the land, है ना, the owner of the land for the ownership of the land. Then okay, the feudalistic mode of production, centrality is the land, and feudal lords and serf are one side and another side. One are the owner of the land, one are the dependent on that land. They are not slave, but they are free to do the work, but they have to work on their land. Then next is capitalist mode of production. Those who are the owner of the capitalists, and then those who are non-owners, they are the proletariat, है ना, or worker or labor, and they conflict took place in between them because of the alienation and
here
exploitation.
what is centrality in
Capital, land, master of ownership and skills, and the socialistic mode of production, advanced communism. Then worker took control of all the mode of production. Communal ownership of the means of production will take place in socialist mode of production, but it is still not totally equal society. So soon after, the worker will renounce their rules, and the communal ownership of production will take place, and the communal distribution of ownership of the means of production will also take place. Means same production consumption, है ना, or each one get according to its needs. So that is the advanced communism form. There is no class, no state. These kind of things will take place there.
Okay.
And this criticism was criticized for being a utopia. Even communist state never exist, है ना. Even in class exist, even in communist state also. And second thing, Karl Popper, Simmel and Dharandon, same criticism can be used here.
Okay. Next is alienation.
He also talk about Asiatic mode of production due to his despotic rules, village-based society, self-sufficient village, and agriculture and handicraft-based economy, and no private ownership of property due to these things.
And alienation.
So Marx MMDRK are the scholars, and the frameworks will be PPFO and community fetishism CF, or TM increase with time, increase with motor production, and further alienation के बारे में जो concept है ना. First of all, definition. Definition is like alienation means the literally meaning of alienation is suppression of, and it is the process. It is a system. Yeah, it is a thing in which the man feel disenchantment, estrangement, a feeling of isolation, loneliness, है ना, and powerlessness totally, है ना. So that is the alienation process. Basically, what happened earlier in earlier mode, there is inherent relation between man's labor and his nature, but this relationship is perverted in the capitalist mode of production, because the labor earlier what happened, labor is owned by the worker, but now in capitalist mode of production, labor is detached from the worker and it is owned by the capitalist. So by which worker have no right control even his own labor. So worker has to sold his labor in the market, that is not according to his will, and he is separated from it. So the alienation will be at peak in the capitalist system, because of the exploitation is so much high, है ना, and it lead to the antagonist cooperation between them, the worker and the capitalist, because the production process is the communal production, everyone produce together, but the ownership is on the private basis, and the all the surplus owned by the capitalist, and worker get very less wages. So there are two class who are not good relationship, and they are antagonist cooperation, and this conflict will go only increase, and the alienation increase with two things: increase with time and increase with mode of production. Just like in ancient slave society, increase with time, the slave are more exploited, more work has been taken from them, and less food is provided. Increase with mode of production, like in capitalist, it is at peak. At ancient slave mode of production, it was low, है ना, each phase wise.
1 minute left. Finish
Okay.
this topic.
And the commodity fetishism is a thing in which the worker started to fetishism in those commodity which he himself produced, because they have no use value for them, they have exchange value in the market, and the commodity exists freely in the market, है ना, and act as independent exists. The worker depend on them rather than like feel ownership for them, because they have to produce, they have to purchase. Then alienation four phase: alienation from process of production, alienation from product, alienation from fellow worker, alienation from oneself, है ना. Now second thing is that the MMDRK.
See here.
MMDRK. The criticism was Merton talk about that key alienation can also lead to deviance. Similarly, Robert Blum told that key alienation depends on which technology are we using. In printing process where creative aspect is required, for example, YouTube formation, YouTube video making, so there is no alienation. But automobile industry, there is automatic process, there are alienation. Similarly, Karl Popper talk about that alienation can be lead to the rebel and the innovation. And this C.W. Mills talk about that key alienation is not necessarily only in worker class, may also in white collar workers. They also may feel alienated due to fake smiles. And this Max Weber talk about the bureaucratization is the responsible for increasing alienation in the society, because man is extremely rationalized, है ना. Rationalization is at peak, or man's creativity suffer.
Okay. Last topic is class struggle.
First of all, scholar framework and definition. Scholars will be here. MMDR के ऊपर था ना, scholars होंगे यहाँ पर M क्लास ना, M फॉरवर्ड, MFWD और WTHG, है ना. तो scholars will be और framework, scholar framework will be like CICF, है ना, CICF, फिर class mobilization और क्लास मोबिलाइजेशन CICF और लॉकी और भी कुछ है ना. और ठीक है. और डेफिनेशन, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्लास इज ए ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल अकॉर्डिंग टू मार्क्स. क्लास इज ए ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल हैविंग सेम रिलेशन विद द प्रोसेस ऑफ प्रोडक्शन और मीन्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, है ना. इन द हैविंग सेम रिलेशनशिप इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, दे आर कॉल्ड द क्लास. Marx defined basically class on the economic basis, and he defined two type of class: have and have not. Have who are the ownership, and have not have who are not the ownership. They are the worker. Then he further also told about the intermediate class. In the Germany, he talked about that there are 8 type of intermediate class. In France, there are 6 types. He said that there will be class polarization will take place due to the upward mobility and downward mobility, है ना. and this polarization will take place in the form of homogenization and prolarization, which form class mobility and mobilization, है ना? And ultimately two class group will be formed and they will clash with each other. Social conflict or class struggle will take place in order to bring advanced communism. And he talk about that ki a class in itself and class for itself is an objective and subjective manifestation of the class. At objective level, it is class in itself. They are not in reality a class because they are not aware of their, although they have the same relationship with the process of production, same situation, but they are not aware of their common conflicting situation with the another opposite class. So when this class in itself will convert into class for itself, when the class in itself there will be awareness about their common economic situation and their conflicting situation with the opposite class, they are at exploitation. So what he told about letter K, antagonist cooperation is there in that class exploitation, which exploit alienation will be at peak, and exploitation in each mode of production is continuously increasing. And he said that certain things required for class mobilization, है ना, certain qualities required for class mobilization or class for itself, है ना, awareness, loki, leadership, organization, communication, and consciousness, ideology, and common enemy. All these things required. Then class revolution will take place, and class revolution, after the class revolution, a equal society will be formed based on the communism. First, socialism, in which the workers will control the means of production. Later, they denounce their rules, and everyone will communal means of everyone get communal ownership and communal distribution of profit also, है ना, and everyone will get according to its need. And the its criticism was Frank Parkin, who told about that ki this utopian state class even exist in communist state. There was no such equal society, है ना. And Max Weber talk about that कि Max Weber ने कहा था कि this bureaucratization lead to further swell the middle class, है ना. Class is now further increasing. Darren talk about that कि there is a heterogeneous among the class taking place, है ना. Class is now more class, the division of work at individual level basically.
Heterogeneity is increased, now less chance of class consciousness and their revolution.
ठीक है. तो ये तो basically all this is like class not exist, no revolution take place in Europe also, है ना, not replaced by the worker class. And even in communist state the intellectual fill that void, not the worker class. Second thing is that it's WTHE is like a Marx concept is still used by various other scholars like Frankfurt School of Germany or Neo-Marxist. Wallerstein used it as global system theory, world system theory, and WTHE, Theodore Adorno, है ना. Similarly, Althusser used it at educational level. Hegel talk about political hegemony, and Gramsci नहीं WTHG, है ना. Gramsci
Hegel, H से Hegel, are you sure?
नहीं, Habermas. तो basically Theodore Habermas and Gramsci they use
Hegel
concept,
because Hegel तो बहुत पहले और वो तो
idealist था.
हो गया finish.
Finish.
Okay, now I think instead of you, now I will say about Max Weber. Okay. Okay. So Max Weber's. Let me start the time.
And try to finish 3 minutes one topic. Okay.
Okay. Max Weber. Max Weber gave following concepts like social action, ideal type, authority, bureaucracy, and Protestant ethic and spirit of capitalism. In social action was his base, social basic structure of sociology. Just like Durkheim said कि भाई social fact, scope of sociology is social fact. So Weber said भाई scope of sociology is social action. Okay. So here are some scholars.
Social action.
Social action.
So given this format, scholar framework and definition. First give what are the exact scholar, then what are the exact framework, then give the definition, then explain.
Social action, है ना. Social action, its scholar will be DWCM. Okay, and its framework, I will tell you framework also. Framework, first let me tell you scholars. Durkheim gives social fact, Weber said social action, and C.W. Mills. C.W. Mills says by Durkheim is so much concerned about mental state, है ना, about meaning and motive, but he really spent very less time on it.
Mental process. Claim to be have spent so much time on mental process, but actually
he spent very less time on it, है ना. And second M is Merton said that he totally ignored this latent function and dysfunction, which he called latent function. Okay, and ठीक है, did you see him? Now its main concept is social action, है ना? Social action, an action should be social action if it is oriented towards other or having some meaning. MO या OM कुछ भी कर ले, है ना? Oriented towards some other person and having some meaning. And he used to identify the meaning. He used three concepts: Wettstein, ideal type, and causal pluralistic method. Okay, causal pluralistic method. And ठीक है, in ideal type of social action he gave 4 type of ideal type of social action: traditional social action, affective social action, and rational social action. Rational में 2 type के, Jack rational and Wert rational social action. Okay, and yes, one more thing is there, DE. I am not getting it. Can you tell me what is DE?
Understanding of the meaning. Types of understanding of meaning. Exploratory understanding, direct observational understanding.
अच्छा, अंडरस्टैंडिंग के टाइप है ना, एक्सप्लोरेटरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड
डायरेक्ट ऑब्जर्वेशनल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ मीनिंग.
अच्छा, ये होता है. कैन यू फर्दर एक्सप्लेन एक्सप्लोरेटरी क्या होता है?
डायरेक्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन में those meaning which can be directly observed. I don't know actually in conceptual clarity.
अच्छा, you have not read it?
Yes.
Okay, ठीक है. So this was the Weber. After Weber's social action, he gave about Weber's ideal type. In ideal type there are scholars like M and T, है ना? So
no, WL.
sorry, WL है ना? Weber gave concept of ideal type. He said these are not reality, but I am not able to recall its definition.
First give scholars only WL, then framework, what are the framework in that format only. Okay. Only keywords, and then start with the definition. Then you can explain.
Right now I am not able to say framework. I am just able to say scholars, but I will try to improve further, है ना? So here Lakshman से Weber give definition of ideal type क्या होता है क्या नहीं. He gave this concept, and then Lakshman said.
Lakshman था और Lackman था.
LACHMAN Lakshman.
Seriously?
Lakshman
Have you searched it?
होगा.
Have you searched it?
No, search में तो Lakshman पढ़.
Lakshman भाई, LXMN, it's Lackman. Whatever you will pronounce, you will write the same thing exam.
Lakshman तो बोलता है.
हाँ. When it is written there LACH, it is not written LAXMN.
You are right. चल ठीक है. Lackman ने कहा था आइडियल टाइप, है ना? I'm not able to recall. Can you?
Lackman taught about the ready reference, measuring rod.
हाँ, measuring rod. He said that this ideal type act as a measuring rod.
Okay.
है ना? So this is ideal type. After ideal type there is social action ideal type. Authority या bureaucracy?
Don't you know the framework for this Max Weber? What is the framework? Eh? You said you know, and then you are saying either say no. Sorry, I'm not. I don't know.
Sorry, I don't know.
SIABP.
BP.
SIABP.
Authority है ना? First Weber give definition of authority. Sorry, Weber give definition. Here scholars are like MD Hell. ठीक है. Weber give definition of power. What is power? That realization of person's own will even against the will of others in a social action is the power. And then see the legitimate form of power is authority. ठीक है. MD. D से दुर्खाइम नहीं. एक सेकेंड. MD हल है ना? HL.
MD हिल कहाँ है?
ऑथोरिटी में
ना, WMR है बस
WMR था.
हाँ. MD हिल तो उसमें है सबसे, जो उसमें मर्टन में, मर्टन के भी उसमें कन्फर्मिटी एंड डेविएंस में.
WMR है ना, W से वेबर हो गया। अब नाउ दो इसके दो क्रिटिक्स हैं, M और R। ऑथोरिटी, एक सेकेंड,
रॉबर्टो माइकल,
रॉबर्टो मिशेल, और दूसरा हो जाएगा मिशेल फोगाल्ट। फोकाल्ट, माइकल नहीं होता,
माइकल।
वो मिशेल होता है, MICHEL। ये तो मुझे
मिशेल।
कंफर्म पता है। माइकल होता है MICHAL।
CHAEL।
हाँ, वो माइकल, ठीक है। रॉबर्टो मिशेल एंड मिशेल फोगाल्ट है ना। अथॉरिटी, इन्होंने कहा क्या क्या था?
रॉबर्टो माइकल ने तो ये कहा होगा कि आयरन लॉ ऑफ ओलिगार्की, bureaucracy will become so powerful that it
अच्छा,
replaces
डेमोक्रेसी ब्यूरोक्रेसी इन्फ्लुएंस डेमोक्रेसी इनटू ओलिगार्की,
influence
या
convert,
चेंजेस
हाँ,
कन्वर्ट डेमोक्रेसी इनटू ओलिगार्की। और मिशेल फोगाल्ट ने,
मिशेल फोगाल्ट,
माइकल फोगाल्ट, हाँ।
माइकल फोगाल्ट जो भी है।
हाँ, नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो नहीं है, वो तो नहीं है। मल्टीपल लेयर्स बट ही स्टडी ओनली 1-2 लेयर।
नहीं नहीं।
चल, पता नहीं, आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल राइट नाउ।
Okay.
एंड अदर देन ब्यूरोक्रेसी, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज अथॉरिटी। अथॉरिटी नहीं नहीं,
अथॉरिटी पे तो बोला ही
अथॉरिटी पे बोला था। अब नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज ब्यूरोक्रेसी। ब्यूरोक्रेसी के दो स्कॉलर हैं, इसके तो बहुत छोटे छोटे, WR
हाँ,
है ना। अथॉरिटी WR। अभी मैंने क्या बोला था? ब्यूरोक्रेसी। फर्स्ट वेवर गिव डेफिनेशन ऑफ ब्यूरोक्रेसी दैट इट इज एन hierarchical, it is an hierarchical organization in which people come together to achieve some common to achieve targeted goal, है ना। Okay, so
क्या ब्यूरोक्रेसी?
हाँ,
HRCO, it is a hierarchical rational organization to coordinate the work of large scale administrative tasks and administrative goals.
yes, hierarchical rational
HRCAO.
HRCAO है ना। एंड R से हो जाएगा इसमें रॉबर्ट डहाल है ना।
इसमें आर से,
हाँ,
इसमें आर से रॉबर्ट मिशेल है, MICHEL, रॉबर्टो मिशेल।
तूने उसमें रॉबर्ट मिशेल बुलवा दिया था।
उसमें वो क्या था?
रॉबर्ट डहाल होगा
उसमें रॉबर्ट डहाल था कि अथॉरिटी इज
सिचुएशनल।
हाँ,
ठीक है,
अथॉरिटी था ना। हाँ, अथॉरिटी इज सिचुएशन,
हाँ,
है ना। वन मे बी कंट्रोलिंग पोजीशन एंड मे बी कंट्रोल बाय अदर इन अदर स्टांस। और मिकाइल फोकाल्ट था ना जो वो,
हाँ,
कि अथॉरिटी एंड पावर डोंट लाई विद पार्टिकुलर इंस्टीट्यूशंस एंड पर्संस, पावर इज हाईली डिस्पर्स्ड इन सोसाइटी बेसिकली।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा,
वो था WMR। तो M से था मिशेल फोकाल्ट, पावर इज हाईली डिस्पर्स्ड इन सोसाइटी, और रॉबर्ट डहाल था अथॉरिटी इज सिचुएशन।
रॉबर्ट डहाल या रॉबर्ट डहाल?
रॉबर्ट नहीं है, रॉबर्ट,
क्योंकि जस्ट अभी रोबर्टो भी आने वाला है।
अब इन दोनों का मिक्स आ गया। मिशेल फोकाल्ट था, रॉबर्ट डहाल था, अब यहाँ रॉबर्टो मिशेल आ गया।
रॉबर्टो मिशेल है ना। उसने कहा,
मैंने पहली बार ध्यान दिया, ये रॉबर्ट मिशेल उन दोनों का मिक्स नेम है वहाँ पर, यानी कि मिशेल फोकाल्ट है और रॉबर्ट डहाल है, तो बस हल्का सा रॉबर्टो और उसका वो हो जाएगा रॉबर्टो मिशेल।
तो इसमें ब्यूरोक्रेसी के ऊपर क्या कहा था कि भाई
ब्यूरोक्रेसी बिकम्स सो डोमिनेंट that it reduces a democracy into an oligarchy।
ठीक है,
और मेरा
हो गया। क्यों नहीं?
सही में नहीं करके पढ़ाना है सर।
ना, कोई बात नहीं।
ओके, लेट्स मूव ऑन। कोई नहीं, 28 मिनट तक कोई पेशेंस करके, नो वन इज गोइंग टू लिसन इट।
यस।
ओके, टेल मी फर्दर
इज राइट डाउन।
लगाना आता है ना। हाँ, अरे नॉट लाइक दिस, इसके एंड पे ले जाके बस छोड़ दे, बस
हो गया, ठीक है। तो ये हो गया ब्यूरोक्रेसी। अब ब्यूरोक्रेसी के बाद सबसे लास्ट टॉपिक इसका प्रोटेक्शन एथिंग एंड स्पिरिट ऑफ कैपिटलिज्म। ठीक है, इसमें होगा WMD LRM। ठीक है, सबसे पहले वेबर ने he talked about he started this concept by observation that
slowly speak slowly। Only
that
I'm
in
listening.
Europe most of the capitalist owner and these entrepreneur and even highly skilled worker, they belong to protest, they are Protestant Christians. Okay, so by this way he started his concept by this observation, WRM है ना, and we were started this concept.
Weber says that in modern Europe, business leader, owner
ये तो बता
capital,
दिया
high
ना।
grade skill labor है ना, and commercial trade, personal modern enterprise are predominantly Protestant. ठीक है.
Now next scholar WRM से R
R से चाहिए. WR कहाँ है? इसमें तो बस वो है ना, WMD LM है ना?
हाँ WMD LM
तो माइकल शिया.
माइकल शिया आ गया। और D से
WM दुर्खाइम.
दुर्खाइम।
Michael Shea talk about that कि in his article that the spirit of capitalism does not refer to spirit in metaphysical sense, spirit of hard work, austerity and growth.
ठीक
है ना. और दुर्खाइम told about that कि दुर्खाइम ने तो बहुत जनरलाइजेशन एक टोटमिज्म बन के थ्योरी से उसने अपना रिलीजन पर जनरलाइजेशन कर दिया था. But on Max Weber took a large number of study on different religion, different world है ना.
Yes.
Took much a wider observation of the religion across the world. ठीक है. अब उसका इसका क्रिटिसिज्म
LRM है ना.
हाँ LRM तो नहीं था, LM ही था ना, WMD LM बस.
L से हो जाएगा
लॉरेंस स्टोन.
और लॉरेंस स्टोन M से हो जाएगा, मैं बताता हूँ ये तो मुझे पता है. लॉरेंस स्टोन M से हो जाएगा
मिल्टन सिंगर.
इन दोनों ने क्रिटिसिज्म किया था इसका. एक ने कहा कि भाई ऊपर तो मिल्टन सिंगर था, नीचे लॉरेंस स्टोन. मिल्टन सिंगर ने कहा था
लॉरेंस लग रहा है ना.
हाँ.
तो लॉरेंस कुछ ऐसा एकदम एरिस्टोक्रेट जैसा लगता है लॉरेंस नाम है ना. तो इसको क्या होगा, he concluded that not Protestant ethics but British aristocracy which is accounted for rising capitalism in Europe है ना. तो लॉरेंस ऐसा रिस्पॉन्स एरिस्टोक्रेट था, तो not Protestant ethics but British aristocracy that was responsible. And Milton Singer talk about that he criticized him that he took a only selective element out of Hinduism. And there is an equivalent of Calvinism in form of Chettiars of Madras और मारवाड़ियों.
Yes.
ठीक है. तो ये हो गया मैक्स वेबर. आज के लिए डिस्कशन इतना ही रखते हैं ना.
धीरे धीरे
slowly we can improve. Okay guys, this is enough for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Stay tuned with IAS Yatri. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.